What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode here on the Piscifun YouTube channel. We are on the road right now, headed over to Green Bay to meet up with Cody from Cody Fishing, and we are going to go out and hopefully put a beat down on some really early season walleyes. We are still here in the month of February, which does not happen all the time. It has been an insanely warm winter, and that kind of has things a little bit advanced in terms of fishing ability when it comes to open water. Good to get over here and hang out with Cody for a little while, hopefully catch a couple of white tips and have a great day on the water. Should be pretty nice out. We got like 45 degrees or so today, and it's the beginning of a warming trend. So hopefully the walleyes are feeling bitey. What's going on, guys? Just got down to the launch, and you can see Cody's battleship is here behind me. He just got here as well, so we got everything loaded up here. Made a quick stop over at the Donkey Hut by Replay to grab some stuff. I grabbed some J&M blades, grabbed some on-the-fly tackle hair jigs. I was running low on those. Plus, they had some new colors, so I wanted to make sure that I got those in the boat to try those out. Just looking at the river here, a little bit of skim ice, not a ton. Most of it's wide open. So we are gonna go get this bad boy launched and see what we can make happen. So what's the game plan today? What do you think we're going to be throwing? A little bit of blades, a little bit of hair?
I think it's going to be a blade and hairy kind of deal.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Maybe some plastics. Last time we were out here, we got them pretty good on the hair jigs.
Yeah, I saw you and your grandpa were out here, right?
Yep. So
Bet he had a good time.
Water's definitely dropped off a little bit. It's back down to like 34 degrees. And we were out here last, it was 35, 36.
Okay.
So might be a little negative at first, but we'll get them going.
All right. Fish on. Switch to a plastic.
It's only a matter of time. That's plastic. Feel good?
That's not very big. Typical Fox River walleye. Yeah, he definitely choked the crap out of that plastic though. That's all right. Well, that was a good first bite of the year.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that is definitely where you want that bait to be. That thing absolutely ralphed that Kitech. I'll show you guys that color here in a second. Very natural color, which is not what a lot of people throw out here on the Fox. A lot of people throw a lot of color, but sometimes when they're finicky, that natural color does it. There we go. All right, we'll go ahead and get that walleye back, and then we'll show you guys that color that was just throwing. All right, so you guys can get a good look at that color right there. This is basically what's called a crystal shad. It's a very natural color, but it has a bunch of gold flake in it. So you still get some of that flash to attract them in this dirtier water, but it's not quite as loud as like those chartreuses and really bright greens and things like that. And then obviously I got the gold head on there as well. So hopefully that wasn't a fluke. Hopefully we'll catch a few more on it.
What do we got? Might be a kitty cat. That's what I'm thinking it is. Big kitty cat.
Yeah, every now and then you get those big old flatheads out here.
We're gonna get a look at it. Gotta be close. Holy shit. Oh, he just popped.
Dude, that thing was monster.
It's probably the biggest freaking catfish I've ever seen in my life.
That had to be a 50-pound flathead.
Oh my goodness, dude.
The tail was
I think he actually might have had it pretty close to the mouth. Look at all the slime on the line.
I think it did, honestly.
Damn, I would have actually enjoyed catching that.
Oh, that thing was big, dude. Holy
That was a freaking giant. Got him. Only took all day. It's a nice one, Jason. On the stinger hook.
Yep.
Just on the stinger hook. That's it. Fatty. Look at where that hook is. Just on the stinger.
Well, you guys seen Cody just caught that nice chunky walleye here in the Fox River.
Yeah.
It's got that hair jig hanging. As you can see, he would not have caught that fish if it wasn't for that stinger hook just barely catching it right in the tip of the bottom of the mouth there.
Yep.
So that just shows you the importance of getting those stinger hooks on those hair jigs, especially when the water is really cold and these fish are lethargic and they're getting the whole bait in their mouth.
Yeah, nice chunky fish too. It's been a really tough bite this morning, but we've been able to get a few to go. As that water temperature starts to warm up throughout the day, I'd imagine these fish will start to fire up a little bit more, become a little less tight-lipped, but that's just a good fish.
That's another element. Should be all right. Oh, maybe. Feeling a little heavier now.
Yeah,
yeah, maybe.
Looks like you're ways out there.
Yeah, a decent fish. Not huge, but... Oh, it felt good to feel a hair jig bite again. All right.
There you go, buddy.
Not quite your size, but
Yeah.
we'll take it on a day like today. That one was hungry enough to at least get both hooks. Got the main hook there and the stinger right there. There we go. Another beautiful Fox River walleye.
So one of the easiest baits to work in cold water this time of the year is a hair jig. Now there's a lot of different styles of hair jigs, from head to hair, to even the stinger hook that we're putting on the back of these things. Obviously the video that you're watching today, most of the fish that we got today were on hair jigs. There's a couple different ways to work it, and they're just a lot of fun in general, and the fish absolutely love them. So here's one of the hair jigs that's been specifically good today. This is a J&M hair jig located in the Swamp Donkey huts on either the Replay Sports Bar location or on the Fox Point side too as well. You can find these hair jigs there. They got a big variety of hair jigs that you can find that are going to work really well out here on the river. This is actually a flathead hair jig in the 3/8 ounce size. This size has been working extremely well the last couple of times out, especially in some of that deeper water where we're finding some of these bigger fish. And they also work in the 1/4 ounce size too as well. This one's just a little bit smaller. That 1/4 ounce size I really like to use when we get into that shallower water up on the flats. A lot of times we're fishing that once the water starts to warm up a little bit more here and those fish really start to push up. You can find yourself using those 1/4 ounce hair jigs. The biggest thing when it comes to working hair jigs is trying to get more hang time in the water column so those fish have ample time to see it, come over, and hopefully bite that jig. So get some hair jigs. They're going to help you put a lot more fish in the boat this spring, and you're going to have a lot of fun running them.
What's going on, guys? Jason here with Piscifun. Just want to take a moment out of this video to talk to you guys a little bit about another cold water tactic. And this is one of those cold water tactics that you'll hear a lot of people talk about using plastics once it warms up and once the fish get a lot more active. But the reality is you can use a plastic even in really, really cold water. So what you'll see here is I have a 3.3 inch Kitech, very soft, very supple plastic. It does not require a lot of working of your rod to get this thing to move. So when you're in this cold water situation and these fish are lethargic and they don't want to chase down a rapidly moving plastic, you're able to just give this nice subtle pops and get those reactions in that cold water. Now this jig here is a 1/4 ounce. 1/4 ounce, like Cody mentioned earlier with the hair jig, is a very good universal size. If you were going to go vertical with this plastic, then you would want to upgrade probably to a 3/8. That way you can kind of fish in the channel and get down to those fish that are down a little bit deeper or even on those deeper edges. In general, you'll see a lot of people out here on the Fox River, they like to use really loud, really aggressive colors. Something like this would be something you would probably typically see here on the Fox. But today, with it being really cold and it was a little bit sunny, had a recent water temperature drop, I went with something a little bit more natural, and this actually caught the first fish of the day today. So do not be afraid to dial into a more natural, softer plastic like this when you're out here on the Fox River in the cold water. Well guys, that is a wrap for today's video here on the Piscifun YouTube channel. We did not have a ton of time to get out today, so we made do with what we could. And then on top of that, we had a pretty tough bite today with the water temps dropping the way they did. But we still had a good time getting out with Cody, caught a few fish. I hope those cold water fishing tips help you guys when you come out here on the Fox River. It's a great fishery, although it's always packed with people. I promise you, go away from the crowds, go look for some fish. There are plenty of fish to catch in the system. And as long as that water's still cold, those techniques that we showed you in this video will work very well. If you guys haven't yet, go down below, click that like button for this video, and also hit that subscribe button as well. That way you can be subscribed for all of our new products that are gonna be dropping this coming summer and spring. Thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.